So this sucks. There's no easy way to talk about it. Unfortunately, on Thursday morning, Greg Biffle, along with his wife and his two kids, passed away in a plane crash in Statesville, North Carolina. The flight that they were on, the plane owned by Greg Biffle, took off from the airport, made it to about 900 feet, and then circled back around to the airport where it came up short of the runway, crashed on the other side of the road, skidded across the road onto the runway and back onto airport grounds there. Unfortunately, the plane caught on fire, engulfed in flames, and all 7 people on board passed away. The 2 pilots, along with Greg, his 2 kids, his wife, and another person, former coach driver, I believe, all passed away in the crash. And it's really unfortunate. Absolutely sucks. Cleese McFarland, Garrett Mitchell, posted on his Facebook on Thursday morning that he can confirm that it was Greg and his family on board the plane because they were headed down to Bradenton, Florida to spend the afternoon with Cletus and his family before they carried on to the Bahamas for, I presume, a vacation or something of the sorts. Unfortunately, their plane didn't make it, and they didn't make it either. And it's a really unfortunate situation. Greg Biffle, one hell of a wheelman, all-around good guy, did so much for Western Carolina last year after Hurricane Helene went through, and seemingly the government couldn't get there in time, and whatever, parts of that failed. Greg was there flying missions daily for 9 straight days, just back and forth from the Charlotte area, the Lake Norman area, up to areas of Western Carolina, taking an aid, bringing people back, taking people in, doing whatever he could. And then, helped out with other natural disasters and had really used his platform and his, standing as a retired NASCAR driver for good. And I think that's probably what we should remember Greg for the most. Obviously, we all have a ton of racing memories with Greg Biffle, right? 19 Cup Series wins, 20 O'Reilly Auto Parts Series wins, 17 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series wins, including 2019. Hadn't been a truck in 15 years, hops into a KBM truck at Texas and just wins the first time out there. Just an all-around wheelman, all-around good guy, good race car driver, everything that goes along with that. Just a wildly sad situation. Just, a week before Christmas here, 5 days before his birthday on December 23rd, he would have been 56. To have this happen is just devastating. I just, when you see the tweets coming in the morning on Thursday, and obviously I'm multiple hours behind everybody else right now, so it was really early in the morning for me, just, you see that it's a NASCAR driver involved. You hear it's at Statesville. You hope for the best, right? There's a lot of NASCAR planes that go in and out of that airport there. You see that the tail number is registered to, an aviation company that Greg Biffle owns. You hope it's not Greg. You hope it's nobody, right? You hope that people were able to walk away from it. You never want to see something like this happen. And then to just, hear confirmed that it was Greg, that his family was on board with him. It's just one of those gut punches where there's no easy way to talk about it. It sucks. It sucks all around to have a guy like that get taken away so soon. Obviously, he's one of NASCAR's 75 greatest drivers, have become a real ambassador for the sport. Like I said, he helped Cleese McFarland get into the ARCA stuff and was like a driver coach for him in that aspect. He was really giving back to the sport, ran some ARCA races last year for Sigma, I believe, out on the ARCA West side of things, and just seemingly enjoyed his role as an ambassador for the sport, but also trying to do as much good things as he could. Obviously, Greg, if you follow his YouTube channel or his, social media pages, had a lot of interest outside of, aviation, whether it be flying planes, helicopters, the race that he did at his on his property there in North Carolina. I believe he owned a rock quarry as well. He was into boats. He was into going out to the desert and doing sand rail stuff. The guy he loved motors. He just loved anything with a motor on it. He wanted to get out there and rip it. And I think that's probably the lasting impact of Greg. Not just, obviously great wheelman, great humanitarian. On top of that, it just is really unfortunate. And obviously you don't ever plan for things like this, right? But it gets you by surprise every single time. And it's just devastating to read and to hear about. I mean, obviously, I think for a lot of us, we remember that first Cup Series win at Daytona in the summer race. We remember that last Cup Series win at Michigan 2013 with him as well. So a lot of memories with Greg Biffle. Obviously, he started off his career as a bit of a hothead at times, maybe ran into a couple of people, made some people mad. He and Kevin Harvick, legendarily had some run-ins that resulted in the two of them, coming face to face. And Greg wasn't a guy that's going to back down from it, which I always appreciated. That I appreciated his hard-nosed approach to racing, and he came so close to being the first person to win all three national championships. He won the Truck Series Championship in 2000. He won the Busch Series Championship in 2002. And in 2005, he was the runner-up in that championship to Tony Stewart. Probably the closest anybody's ever been, definitely closest anybody's ever been to winning all three at this point. And it would have been cool for him to get that honor for it. But obviously, he got named in NASCAR 75 Greatest Drivers. He got his flowers a little bit there. Too soon. I know that's like the cliche thing to say. People are like, oh, gone too soon. But I mean, really, he's 56. He's too young to go. He's, his kids, his wife, like that part just is just a massive, just gut punch when you think about it. You hate seeing kids, little kids, young kids get taken away like that and having probably seemingly no idea what was going on here. Just terrifying and sad all at the same time. So yeah, I saw a lot of people message me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, being like, hey, you see this news? Hey, what about this? What are you hearing about this? Everything like that. When it comes to stories like this, it's not something I'm going to, rush out and try to break. I sent some text on Thursday morning I sent some text, honestly, to people to make sure that they were okay is the first thing that I did, knowing some people that fly in and out of there. And then, the information gets provided to you, and it's just, it's not my news to break. It's not anybody's news to break. It's the officials' news to break. Like, you want to hear it confirmed from the people there on the ground. And I mean, I appreciate everybody reaching out. But when it comes to stories like this, I'm not going to be the first one to hop on it. One, you want to make sure everything's correct, right? You're dealing with somebody's life here. And two, like, it feels wrong to be the first one here. Oh, Junior Motorsports got Arby's coming on board. Okay, we'll talk about that. Who cares about that in the grand scheme of things? Somebody's life, I don't want to be the person to break that news. God forbid you're ever wrong breaking that news as well. Just horrible all around. So, I appreciate people reaching out, but like, there's a reason why I didn't post about it immediately or anything like that, because it's, again, not my news to break. The people, though, that are engagement farming on social media, just absolute scumbags, just pieces of shit that are just trying to post Biffle videos for likes. I hate that aspect of it. There's absolutely, the accounts, exactly who I'm talking about. The same people that are nostalgia farming every single time for engagement. It's just scumbag moves, just some of the lowest quality content you can put out there. Remember Greg Biffle. Remember him. Yeah. Appreciate what Greg Biffle did. Appreciate the good things he did on the racetrack, off the racetrack. I'm here for all of that. But to immediately just start posting clips so that you get some engagement, some retweets, some likes, why? What's the point? So you can make a couple bucks from Elon? Nah, fuck off. We don't need that. You don't need that. Respect Greg Biffle. Respect the families that were involved here. Obviously, four families, I believe, ended up losing family members today. And like I said, a week before Christmas, just not the time that you ever want to see anything like this happen. Not that you want to see it happen any other time, but the holidays certainly make it difficult, really difficult. So, I don't have anything, interesting to say about it, really, when it comes down to it. Just, it's really unfortunate. I feel so bad for everybody involved. Certainly not anything that NASCAR and the relationship, NASCAR as an industry and the relationship with private aircraft does not have a stellar history. And this is unfortunately just another chapter in that book. And I hate that it keeps happening to this industry more than seemingly any other out there, which is the unfortunate part about it. So, I don't have any other news to talk about. Anything that I was going to talk about, we'll just push that to the next video. And, appreciate your loved ones while they're here. Give people hugs, tell them you love them, things like that, because you never know when it can change like this. That's the end of the video here. I'm not going to plug anything, not worth it at this point. So like I said, tell people you love them, give them hugs. Big plane just flew over, got me distracted there for a second. So I'll see you guys next time.